Alright everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are going to start a new series. We're going to be playing through the Door Kickers 2 campaign missions in the Iron Man playthrough style. So if you guys don't know what that is, basically we're going to be playing through the entire campaign, or as far as we can play. We're going to be using the regular guys here, just the Ranger squad. And the catch with this is, if a teammate gets injured, there's sort of two levels of injured. They can be injured a little bit, in which case they'll show up yellow, or they'll be injured a lot, in which case they will show up red, or they can die. So if someone's injured in the yellow, a little bit injured, we're going to not be able to use them on the next mission. If they're injured in the red, severely injured, we're not going to be able to use them for the next two missions. And then if someone dies, that's the end of the line for them. We're not going to be able to use them through the rest of the playthrough. So putting a little bit of extra stakes on each of these games. So we're going to be as thorough as possible when we're playing through here. So we are going to be still using the going in blind mod. That doesn't allow us to see into any of the structures until we have laid our own eyes on it. So there's no restarts here. Once we start, it is what it is. So the first mission here is going to be called Path to Suck Less. We need to eliminate all of the terrorists. So we've got a scouting party. We've come across a small insurgent workshop, complete with a distracted sentry outside and suspicious noises inside. We need to clear the structure of all hostiles, and we will go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to take two assaulters here with me. We've got them using M4s suppressed with a holographic sight. We're using the 62 grain M855A1, the new green tip. Everyone's going to have a Gucci Glock with some jacketed hollow points and RMR. Helmets with night vision, level 4 plates all the way around. And we can go ahead and change these up a little bit, since the name of the game here is just to kill all of the bad guys. We do have a lot of options here, but I'm just going to go ahead and bring in some frags. We'll bring a slap charge, and we'll bring... what else do we want to bring? We'll just bring a bunch of frags, because that's really all that we need if we're just going in to clear things out. So we'll go ahead and copy that onto the next guy here, and we will get started. So first thing we're going to do is check behind us, just because we don't know what's going on here. We'll start to pie around this corner. We always want to be as far off of this cover as possible when we're taking an angle like this. So we've taken out the sentry outside. Now we can go ahead and push towards this door where it looks like someone is coming out. So we'll go ahead and turn this corner, get two muzzles in the fight. And we will slowly start to push up with him while clearing out this doorway with our next guy. Slowly come around the corner here. See what we can see. We always want to try and clear the majority of the structure from the outside if we can. So, since there are no friendlies here, we're going to go ahead and get a frag grenade thrown in here. And we're going to start to push up with this guy. Alright, so once that frag goes off, we're basically treating that like a flashbang, but since there's only hostiles here, might as well actually kill them with a frag instead of a flashbang. So now we're going to clear into the structure. We've cleared directly ahead of us pretty well. I haven't been able to see anyone so far, so what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called running the rabbit. So typically we're going to run straight across this way to our point of domination, while the number 2 man is going to take this corner. Since we've already cleared this in front of us, we're immediately going to check this corner once we enter. And then we will collapse back down up to here. He's obviously going to have his muzzle in this corner as soon as he comes through the door. And then we will start to look this way. So the reason we come through like this is so that two guys are going to have muzzles in the corner fast. If this guy, orange, were to come into this corner first, and there was a gunfight going on here, blue would have to go all the way around him before he could start shooting at the bad guy in this corner. So we go this way, which means we get 2 muzzles in quickly. Okay, so we got him. Now, since he's got the furthest standoff from the door, we're going to start to look in this way with him. We will clear as much as we can before getting all the way in there. Okay, see how we're doing on ammo. 20 rounds, 27, all good. So we do have a little bit of dead space right here that we would like to clear. So I'm going to try and clear it from the outside if we can. Alright, so I'm confident that no one is hiding on top of the fridge here with those water bottles, even though there is a gun up here somehow. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a frag and toss it this way. And then we're going to make entry to here. And we'll pause. Alright. Go ahead and drop this down so we can see if anyone's getting hurt or not. But we're good there. Didn't take any rounds. So now we've cleared directly ahead of us for the most part. We've been able to see outside through those windows. So we're going to, again, get a frag into this corner before we push it. We might need to move him up just a little bit so that he can get a frag around this corner. Okay, frag goes off. We're going to do a similar clearing here. We're going to push across, and number 2 will come down. Immediately we want to start looking this way. But then we do also have to clear around to the other side of this pickup truck to see what's down there. Okay, so it looks like we've just got a little bit of dead space here. We'll start to push up with these guys, but again, we want to take the farthest angle out here to do the rest of our clearing. We can move up just a little bit and continue to clear. Still have nothing. So, a little close to be using a frag. So I'm actually going to pull him around. We'll have some standoff from this door. There's no reason to be bunched up right on it. Who knows what's in there? Could be a suicide bomber or whatever. So we're just going to slowly work our way around here to clear this last bit. There's no reason to be in a rush. And there's the last guy. So we did that all without being injured. And we did suck less. So far, we have not taken any injuries or had any casualties, so we're chugging along like normal. This mission, we need to secure and extract an enemy HVT. It says that he is in the apartment, and we're outnumbered. We are going to have sniper support. Then obviously we want to use caution with the explosives because we are trying to catch the HVT alive. So we have changed our loadout here to get some gas grenades and some flashbangs rather than frags. Again, we always have the going in blind mod on, so we don't know what's going on yet. And we'll go ahead and get started. We will get off of silent mode, and we will come across here while we bring our breacher to the door handle. We're going to go ahead and kick this door, take our sniper shot, and he will be able to look into this room if there's anyone else here. Alright. Looks like someone went into a room up here. So we let it breathe for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get a flashbang into this dead space here. We're going to use this guy because he's cleared all of this out. We're worried about someone possibly being right here, so I don't really want to have him throw the flashbang, because then if he runs out, he's not going to be able to drop the flashbang and shoot back in time, and he won't even see him. So we'll go ahead and have him throw our flashbang around this corner. Flash out! That worked out exactly how we wanted it to. Now we will go ahead and push across and push across. Alright, so now we've got the doorway down here. It is a closed door down here. And we do have an open door over here. So typically our priorities of work are going to include a person, and then an open space, and then a closed space. However, in this case, since we only have 2 people and we do have a sniper, there's kind of a couple of ways we can go about this. We can bypass all of this and start to work towards the open door. The one thing I'm worried about though is the sniper. I don't think he's going to be able to see. Yeah, he can't see someone if they're coming out of this door because of the wall. However, he is going to be able to see down this hall if someone is coming out of this door, if that makes sense. So I'm comfortable going ahead and having him watch in this direction while we push down into here. Because if we push this direction, we're not going to have eyes on our back to take this door initially. So that's one option. Another option, I don't know how far we can get gas down there. We could start throwing gas into that room to get people to come out, which is another interesting option. So let's try that. I'm going to bring this man down here so that he can watch this door, and I'm gonna have him come around the corner here and watch down this hall with the sniper. So now if someone's coming out of this door, we've got coverage set up, and now we can see down this hallway with this guy as well as the sniper. I'm gonna see if I can get gas in there. It looks like I can, just barely. So I'm gonna throw some gas and see what happens. Okay, we got one to come out. Not sure how well that gas is actually penetrating into the room. I'm gonna give it one more try. This looks... It's hard to tell where the gas is actually gonna end up going. We'll give it one more shot. Alright, doesn't look like anyone's coming out from there. That's fine. We'll now redirect our attention back to this door. He's got a good angle on it from here, so I'm just going to go ahead and kick that open. Does not see anyone directly ahead, so we will get a flashbang in here. And we will have the man with the most situational awareness run straight while checking this corner. And then number 2 would get his muzzle into that corner right behind him. So we're going to stand off from that door just a little bit. And we will kick this as well. Okay. We'll go ahead and get another flash in here.
Flash out.
And same as this first room, we'll push across, immediately check this corner, and then pick up on the door. He'll come straight into this corner. Okay. Now we're going to come out into the hall. So we're going to take this hallway. In order to take the hallway, we're going to push our number 1 man all the way across while looking down, and number 2 will just roll this corner here. So now we can start to push up and get our muzzles oriented into the room a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and toss another gas grenade in here and see if anybody comes out. Now that we have a good angle on it. Okay, we got one. We're going to take this open door rather than the closed door first. We will go ahead and get a flashbang in here. See who's got a better angle. We're going to pull him across just a little bit more. And then get that flashbang into the room. So we can see that there is a bed right here. So after this flashbang goes off, I'm going to have number 1 man button hook, and then number 2 man pick up right here. All right.
Hold it right there!
So we've got our HVT right here. We do have another little bit of dead space. I'm going to pull him in while he starts to move up. Okay, might have shot the HVT a little bit there, but we did get this last guy to come out of here. We do still need to clear that space. One thing that Door Kickers doesn't really allow you to do is give this guy commands. Typically in the real world, we would get him to move to us, or move into a better position. We could have him move all the way down here. We could keep a muzzle on him while we clear this from the outside, or we can bring him to us. But we're not allowed to do that in this game, unfortunately. So we do need to worry about what's behind us. We do have that sniper watching. He can give us a radio call if this door pops open, but we do need to take him into custody. So anytime we're taking someone into custody, we do need a hands team and a cover team. So for now, we're just going to move these guys up a little bit as we continue to pie off into this room. I'm going to throw a flash in there just to see if we hear anything. It doesn't seem like it, so we're going to continue to hold cover on him while we push across and check this real quick. Okay, that's cleared. Now we can take him into custody. So we always have a hands team and a cover team. So now that we've got him in custody, that's going to end the mission. Did not take any injuries there, so we're doing good so far. Alright guys, welcome back to part 3 of our Iron Man playthrough on Door Kickers 2. This mission is called All Together now. We are here to eliminate all the terrorists. It says there's a 5 to 6 man element that's roughing up locals at the mini-mart, and we need to deal with them. There are no hostages, but there are civilians present. Multiple breach points, and we've got 4 assaulters. So for this, we will go ahead and get a bunch of flashbangs and gas. We're not gonna bring any sort of lethal grenades. Don't need to be throwing grenades in with civilians. Alright, so we've got all of their loadouts set. We're taking in M4s because that's what we have right now. We might upgrade to a Mark 18 later, but for the time being, M4 is doing just fine. Hollows, suppressors, using the green tip, Gucci Glocks with the hollow points, RMRs, level 4 all the way around, and then we're taking some gas and some flashbangs. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm not worried about being quiet because I'm pretty sure when everyone sees us rolling up, we're going to have bad guys in here immediately. So we do have the going in blind mod on, so we can't see anything until we lay our eyes on it. So we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring these guys around to see what we got going on over here. Looks like we'll go ahead and keep him covering that window. Alright, nothing going on out here. We're going to go ahead and keep him posted here as security for the moment. They do have drapes, which they could open up and start shooting out from, so we're going to keep cover on those. I'm going to bring this guy up, and we will kick that door and see what kind of response we get. So with the cross coverage here, we do have shots going inside immediately. We do have a civilian in the line of fire here with this guy in the corner. We'll see. Okay. Civilian's running out. She opened up that next door for us to give us some more room. They're coming out this back door now, more civilians. So we're going to hold what we got here. We'll let it breathe for a second. See if anyone else is going to run out here. Like we said, there are no hostages, just civilians in here, so we're not worried about them executing people per se. We are going to go ahead and make entry. So I'm going to get a flashbang out over here. and then we're going to start to move in. So here we've got a center fed door. What we're going to do is we're going to flow in. So number one man, there's two ways to enter this. He can either come straight across or do a button hook. If he does a button hook, it's going to take a minute for this guy, number two man, to do a button hook in here to cover his rear. So the best way to enter in this situation is going to be to push these guys straight across, and then we'll bring him in also. So number one is going to come to here. We may need to push him this direction. We'll check here. Number two is going to push across. Number three will come here. And that's the end of the mission. So that one's going to go pretty quick. Next mission is called Why We Fight. It's a hostage rescue. So the hostages need to survive. Time-sensitive intel. Hostages in a hideout. Veterans and guys with suicide vests. We need to locate and rescue all the hostages. Night mission, so we can use that to our advantage. And again, we cannot see anything until we lay our eyes on it. So we will go ahead and stay quiet here. We'll do a stealth to contact. So we've got a grated door right here and a sheet metal gate right here. So we got two options. We can either hold security on this door and move in through this one, or vice versa. I think we're going to go ahead and make entry here, and we'll just make sure that we have a guy watching this door. Feels odd to not go through this gate just because there's we can see through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and have these guys turn around real quick so we can see everything. We'll let him look in this direction. The door handle is right here, so we'll just press this guy up to here. Give him a little bit of step off from that door. I do want him, we're going to have him move around and pie that door before we make any entry. So we'll have him start to pie. Okay, so we see two guys out there. Since they haven't seen us yet, we'll go ahead and get both of our guys out here. And we'll take them out silently. Okay. They just swung that door open. So we need to get some muzzles into this fight that's about to go down. We're going to open fire on these guys since they're all out here.
They're here!
Alright, they know we're here now, obviously. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we have an open door here. We're going to bypass this door. I am going to have these guys push up. And we're going to leave one rear guard to watch this door. I'm going to have him roll this door on his way past it. Okay, he did see someone, so I wish he would have stopped there while he had the shot. There we go. And now we're going to make entry over here. We're going to go ahead and have him throw a flashbang.
Flash out!
And we will clear out this section quickly. Okay, that's cleared. There's a drape on that window. I'm going to continue to have him watching this door, and we're going to get him sucked up to some cover. And he'll be able to see that door just fine from there. We've got this window, a door, and then we've got some empty space up here. So I'm going to have him cover that window. We'll have him cover this door. And I'm going to start to push him up to get a better view around this direction. And the farther off we stay from this cover, the easier it's going to be for us to see down there.
Holding.
Alright, so we're clear all the way down this hall. Okay. So we're clear here. We got that door. I'm going to press him up to continue to watch that. He's got good eyes on this door, and then we're going to take this room with these two. I am going to get him up here and then get a flashbang in.
Clear. Flash out.
And we'll have him push straight across while he rolls. And he's going to check this dead space on his way in and then pick up down the hall. Okay, we do have one door here. We're not sure what's going to be on the other side of that, so we really do need another assaulter to take this area. We don't want to clear this by ourselves because we don't know what's in there yet. So I'm going to keep a gun on the rear, and I'm going to sacrifice this guy for a moment to move inside. And we're going to, if we do that, we're actually going to have to pull everyone inside, because if he's holding this direction and someone comes around this corner, he's not going to be aware of it. So we're just going to have to pull our rear security to this door here. So we will go ahead and do that. I'm going to move him up to here, watching our back, and I'm going to bring this guy in. I'm going to wait just 1 second so that he can get up here a little bit first. And now he can move in. We can go ahead and disable the power since we're standing right here. Alright. And now he's going to become our breacher. We're going to swing that door open. Good shot there. So this is a small room. We'll clear out that last corner. And now we can move up. And he will continue to watch our rear. Okay. I'm going to get a flashbang down in here. And then we're going to have to roll this door while pressing up with these next guys.
Flash out.
So flash goes out. He's going to push across while looking down. He is going to roll this door to see what we've got. And he will be looking in the whole time. And he will be coming to here to hold on that. Okay, so we've got a hostage in here. That's fine. We're going to get another gun into this fight while he's holding that. We'll push across. I'm going to want him looking this way the whole time. And he can take this corner. Okay, that's cleared. We do have a window right here that we don't want to expose ourselves on, so I'm going to back him up so that he can continue to watch out this door while this guy is holding also. So let's have him looking sort of this way and him this way. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and get working on this door. Alright, finally. We obviously did not want him to use an explosive charge there, seeing as how there is a hostage right here.
Thank you.
You're safe now.
Alright, and we're going to have him hold in position right there. We're not quite ready for him to make a run to the exit. We don't know what's going on out here. We don't want him to take rounds on his way out. So we're going to have him hold, and we're going to get our team back together. So here we've got this window with some dead space over here, and then the door this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him roll this window while these guys come down to the door. And so I'm fairly confident that this area is cleared. Looks like we've got drapes, door, drapes, then we've got this entrance from previous that we can go to. So I'm going to... No one else should be coming up from this way now. We have eyes on these doors, so we can bring him back around. And we will go ahead and push into this courtyard. We're going to come down here to this open door. So we're going to push across. Number 2 is going to take up this direction. Number 3 will continue to come here. We do want to keep eyes on that door. So now he can join with us. This is going to be our rear coverage, and we're going to start to move these guys down. Got to keep eyes on that door. Now we can bring back our last man. He will again be watching the door on his way, and then he can turn around.
Holding.
Alright, so we will press up into here. This has been cleared so far. I'm going to have him watch the door while he comes in to disable the lights. He should be able to watch that door just fine, and we'll get another set of eyes over here. Back him off just a little bit more. Alright, so they are shooting at us through the door, which is not good. We're going to go ahead and back up while watching this door. So we definitely don't want to run through that door now. So we've got a couple of options. We've got this door here, a reinforced door up there. We really don't want to go through any reinforced doors if we don't have to, just because we don't want to use an explosive charge because we don't know what's going on the inside of this building. So what I'm going to do is think for a second, because this is an interesting situation that we found ourselves in. I think we're going to have to push up on this door and come through here. We are going to have to be a little bit exposed, which is unfortunate. So he's still got to look on that door in case someone comes out. We're watching this window, and then we're going to pick this door while he's looking in. Alright, so we've taken out the guy who was shooting at the door. That's good. We're going to go ahead and get a flashbang into this room. We're going to pull him out and around so that he can watch our backs now, as opposed to that. And we're going to make an entry here. Number one man will come in and collapse. Number two. And number three. Number two, I'm going to need to check this hard corner. Okay, so this door opened up, so we want to look in there if we can. This area is cleared now. We're going to move him up and continue watching our back. All right. We're going to get a flashbang into this room. We're going to do a bit of a center check. He'll be able to clear the majority of this room during his center check and come in. Number two, we'll take the hard corner. Number three up here and then collapse. And that looks like that's the last bad guy. Alright, that was a crazy mission there. We did not take, I don't think we had any injuries there. We'll have to play that back to make sure, but I believe we didn't have any injuries. So far on our Iron Man run, we're doing pretty good. Welcome to the next part of our Iron Man series. This is going to be part 4. So far we are doing all good. No injuries, no casualties. So we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling. This next mission is Rescue at Dawn. It looks like a hostage mission. Drone surveillance said this facility has spotted a hostage being smuggled in last night. So that sounds like one hostage. On the way to the Badlands, our windfall is possibly just temporary. Engine, blah, 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 blah. Locate, rescue the hostage. At least a dozen fighters and more arrived last night. Speed, surprise, violence, action obviously is the name of the game, but it sounds like we are just looking for one hostage. So we do we're bringing 4 assaulters with us again. Everybody is outfitted the same. M4s, Glocks. We're going to have gas and flashbangs as well as a slap charge so that we can not throw frags in rooms with hostages. That's never good. Alright, so we will start out silent here. We've got a gate down on this end, and we've got the grated door right here. So I'm going to keep him looking in this direction, kind of like where he's at there. I'm going to roll this guy out pretty far, so we can start to get a view into the structure here. Okay, so we've got 3 guys standing right here. So I'm going to move him over a little bit and move him out, hoping that we're going to get 2 guys able to see at the same time. I'm not sure. So we've got a window and a door here. Looks like a building here, and then there's obviously going to be a building here. Do not know where the hostage is at. So I'm not sure which building we're going to take first, but we're going to go ahead and take these guys off of silent mode. There's no way for us to get them going. We can prep with a flashbang out here, and then we'll take our shots. So they're obviously going to know that we are here now. But we're just going to hold on the outside here for a second. And move him up to kick this door. We're going to go ahead and get another flash over here. And a flash here into this room if we can. Perfect.
Flash out.
So as those go off, we're going to press in here. Holding long cover there. Watching this door here. Watching into this window. I'm going to go ahead and get him to roll to this side. Okay, so the front courtyard area is cleared. We've got an open door here on our left. Closed reinforced door out to the right. And a window here. So there's only one way in over here. Likely this is where that hostage is. It didn't say anything in the briefing about an execution of any sort. So best bet is that the hostage is going to be up here, but we will go ahead and clear into this open room first, but we are going to keep some coverage here on this door. We'll start to press him up, and we'll go ahead and come to this door threshold. So this room has been cleared completely from the outside. I'm going to bring him up, and we will get a flashbang into this room. We've got him watching this door, he's watching long over here, and then these 2 are going to take this room. We will press in. Okay, we got a door here. This area has been cleared already from the outside, so we've got 2 doors. We'll continue to watch that, and we'll step up here just a little bit. So this is when it would be super nice to have more guys. What we can do is, this has been cleared out through here. Theoretically, we should be able to see anyone running past this direction through these windows as we make entry here. So I'm going to bring this guy up. And we're going to get ready to take this room with these two. Don't tell me you can't get a flashbang in here. Press up just a little. Nice, so we do. We are able to see him running around from the outside. Get a flashbang in here.
Flash out.
Now we've got two ways to enter here. We can either come straight across, and number 2 button hooks, or vice versa. Number 1 can button hook and 2 can come straight across. So for me, if I'm the number 1 man, I'm going to be worried about getting shot in the back, obviously. So if I come straight across, and my number 2 cover is going to be button hooking, it's going to take him a minute to get his muzzle into this corner. So for me, if I'm the number 1 man, I'm going to take the button hook, check this corner, so that number 1 can flow straight, number 2 can flow straight across, path of least resistance there. And he is going to move up here. I'm going to have him continue to watch this door. Alright, so we've cleared out the majority of that courtyard. And now we can have 2 take this door down here. I'm going to leave him covering that since he's already watching it. And we'll come up to this door. Now, normally we would breach from the door handle side. This is going to be a tight squeeze here. We will go ahead and kick that door. And that room is mostly cleared, so we're going to send another flashbang in here. We've got these 2 corners to clear out. I'm gonna push in, and then we'll pick up on these other doors. So we've got another reinforced door and just a regular door. This has been cleared out now. He's still holding coverage on this door, so I'm going to bring him around to come in. We will start to press up, and that's unfortunate. We would normally just hop on top of the bed or something to get into that room. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have him come across and watch this door. He will roll this door and come to the other side, while blue can be our breacher here. Bring him up and look in a little bit. And now we will kick this door. Cleared from the straight in. We will get a flashbang in.
Flash out.
And we are going to clear running into the known. We'll check the unknown and then pick back up on the door. Number 2 will come straight in here. Alright, so now we've got 2 reinforced doors. Neither has more priority over the other, but since we have 2 people here, we'll go ahead and take this one next. He's still watching our coverage on that last door over there. I'm going to give him a little bit of standoff so he can see in there a little better. And we do have the option to manually breach this, which we're going to take. We could place a charge, but we do not want to blow up a hostage who might be on the other side of this. Alright, so this leads to the exterior of the structure. We will go ahead and push out. Alright, so that's all cleared. Come back in to this room. And again, I will press him across to look in. This will be my breacher. Again, we'll have to manually breach. Alright, we've got a hostage here. Dead space in this corner. We will get a flashbang in deep.
Flash out.
And we will press in. Okay. I'm going to have him come out. We're going to have a cover officer. Will be yellow. And pink will be our hands.
Holding.
Thank you.
You're safe now.
Alright, so we've got our hostage. We're going to go ahead and set up a protected corridor. which we pretty much already have, as this has all been cleared and we just have this other room to clear. But we'll go ahead and get these guys to the outside. Give him a corridor. We'll tell him to run to the exit. And he's gonna somehow break through a sheet metal gate. I really don't know how he's gonna do that. So that's unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna have to tell him to follow me out. Follow me. Good luck running through that sheet metal door, my dude.
Time to go.
Alright, time to go. I agree. Oh no. That's not good. I guess we'll come back and tell him to stop.
Stay.
Stay. Good boy. Alright. Follow me. Can you follow me this way? You cannot follow me this way. Can you crouch? Oh, there we go. We fixed him. Alright. Follow me now. We're going to the exit, buddy. Come on. We've got your freedom. Alright, we got this protected corridor set. There's no reason to press in here at the moment while we have this guy. We're just going to guide him on out to the exit.
Hostage secured.
Alright, and that is the mission. Everybody is still safe. No injuries, no casualties. Alright guys, welcome back to our next mission of our Iron Man playthrough on Door Kickers 2. This mission, we've got the Jihadi live show. We need to stop the executioners from killing the hostages. So we've got them visualized here with a camera watching the live execution. Looks like we've got 15 seconds before they kill him. We've got another executioner here that our sniper can see through this window. And we've got another guy that we can see through the window there. So thankfully they're talking about this or that, whatever. So we're going to need to get in there as quickly as possible. We need to save the hostages and neutralize the bad guys. So we have eyes on 2 hostages right now. But it does say that there are 3 hostages in poor grammar. I feel like that should say there are 3 hostages, not there's. There is 3 hostages? There are 3 hostages. I don't know, whatever. 3 hostages need to be rescued, and we believe that only one of them is in this execution room. We're going to assume this is the execution room since that's where the camera's at. So it says we can do an explosive breach into this room with minimal risk. So we need to keep an eye out for the other executioners. They're going to shoot the hostages if they spot us. So we will go ahead and get started. On this mission, we're going to bring 3 assaulters, and we are going to bring 1 guy with a wall breach, since they said we're going to be able to breach into this room. So he's got a saw, and it's just going to be the best thing we can do there. We definitely don't want him to bring in a 12-gauge shotgun, so LMG is going to be the best thing, I guess. We'll go ahead and give him just a holographic sight, Gucci Glock, level 4 plates all around. But again, since this is a hostage rescue mission, we're going to be heavy with flashbangs and gas. He's obviously going to have our 1 wall breach in charge, but all these other guys, no grenades of any sort, just gas and flashbangs. They will have slap charges, but all these guys' classes are the same. So we will not worry about being stealthy because we're going to put a wall charge on this wall if we can. And then this is a reinforced door. But apparently we're going to be able to kick it just fine without having to use anything else. So to start, we're going to get him here and have him place that wall charge. And that's going to give us a nice big opening to flow through. So we'll go ahead and get him setting that up, and we'll give him some cover. You know, they're probably not going to be shooting through the wall. I'm going to have this guy roll the door and be another set of eyes in here once that explosion goes off. He's obviously going to want to check this door the whole time. and then we'll bring this guy around in case someone does decide to come out the door. So hopefully he can set this charge quickly because we've only got 10 seconds left. And charge is set. We'll back him up. And we're going to blow that pretty quickly. I do want to get as good an angle on this bad guy as we can. And we will blow this. We'll take our sniper shot up here. Okay, so we've got our executioners, our 2 executioners that we know of. They're down. We've been able to clear just about this entire space from the outside. We are going to have a little bit of a hard corner there. So I am going to get a flashbang in, and then we will roll in.
Flash out!
So number 1, he's going to come straight across. And number 2 can button hook here. Or what would actually probably be a better idea would be to have number 1 button hook so that he can get into this hard corner the fastest. Scratch that. What we want is we want to have, we've got dead space here, and we've got a door. So what we want is we want to get guns into the dead space as quickly as possible. So if he does a button hook, his back is going to be exposed, but he'll be able to flow through quicker, as opposed to if he comes through first, flowing in, and number 2 does the button hook. Button hook is always slower. So if we can, we'd like to have our first guy through the door do the button hook. That took way too long to explain. Hopefully that makes sense. So number 1 man here is going to button hook. Number 2 is going to flow straight across. And then pick up on that door. And our last guy will come here. Okay, so they decided to come through this door here. We do have our 1 guy holding long. So now we're going to go ahead and take this next room. I don't think he can, our sniper's going to be really any help right now. So let's go ahead and get stacked up on this door. I'm going to have this guy with the saw do our breaching. He's going to continue to hold that long haul. Can he not just... I guess we're going to have to manually breach that door like so. Okay. We do have... Here's our 3rd hostage. So we know we just have the 3 hostages. This is where all of our area of concern is going to be right now. So hopefully we're going to be able to take these guys out with these 2 muzzles quickly. But if not, now that he's done with the breach, I am going to have him get a flashbang in also.
Flash out!
This room is fairly well cleared. Again, we're going to do the same deal. We're going to have some dead space here that we haven't seen, as well as in this corner right here. So I'm going to have my number 1 man button hook, while number 2 comes straight across, and then 3 can fill in here. They didn't exactly go in the order that I wanted them to, but that's alright. We are going to get Brimmer here to watch this door, as well as him still watching long. So we're really just concerned about our 3 hostages. There are 3 hostages. There is 3 hostages. So what we're going to do is have him hold on this door. We're not going to open it. We want to keep it closed as long as we can. We're going to have this guy come and undo his cuffs while he gives cover. So we always want a cover officer while we're doing anything. I know they're hostages, but they could do something squirrely. I'm also going to have this guy hold for a moment because I don't know if you guys remember in our last mission when we told this guy to run away, he went completely crazy and we don't want him to do that. So I'm going to have him hold because I don't want him to bust out this door while we have no idea what's going on out here. So he's going to hold. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. We'll hold cover and hands, get him rescued.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
You're safe
Okay.
now.
I'm going to have this guy follow me.
Time to go.
We're going to come into this room. I'm going to have him. Looks like he's following him. We would do a quick little pat down, make sure they don't do anything stupid. And now again, we'll do the same deal here. We'll go hands and cover, rescue this guy.
Thank you.
You're safe now.
He's going to come with us. So he's going to continue to hold on this door. We can go ahead and let him back up a little bit. But he is going to continue watching that door. And now all of us can come outside. Don't really want to expose quite that far. We do want to get a muzzle around that corner in case there's something else there. But we'll bring these guys here. All of our hostages should come to the exit now.
Hostage secured. Hostage secured.
Get to the exit,
Go,
bro.
go, go!
Why do we always have so much trouble with our last hostage here? Alright, so we've cleared out some more of this space. We'll leave him here. I'm going to try and get this guy to
Time
get to the
go.
exit.
Hostage secured.
Okay. We got all the hostages secured now. Finally. So, we can leave this door closed. That's fine. We've been able to clear from the outside a little bit here. So we're going to get him to rejoin. So now we're just here to kill the bad guys. So we do have a very small amount of dead space here. I'm going to see if I can cover that with this guy before we rush in. There's no reason to go too fast because we've secured our main objective of getting all the hostages out. So now we're just here to clear out the rest of the bad guys. So I'm going to say that's sufficiently cleared there. Straight ahead's cleared. Don't need to worry about this door. So we just have our open space this direction. So what I'm going to do is get a flashbang over here.
Flash out!
And then we're going to flow in. So we will come straight across. Number 2 across. Left, right, per normal. And we're going to get our muzzles oriented this way. And I guess that was the last bad guy. So super successful mission there. Did not get any injuries, did not lose anybody. Alright everyone, welcome back to the next part of our Iron Man playthrough on Door Kickers 2. Today we are playing the last mission of the FNG's little story campaign. So after this we'll move on to the next set of missions. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch us over to our Rangers because this is who we're using our Iron Man playthrough with. I don't want to mess around with all the other fancy squads and stuff. So this is supposed to be a CIA hit, but you know what? We're going to take our Rangers because we can. So this is called Killing Time, and we just need to eliminate the terrorists. Overt enemy encampment, get in and take down everyone that resists. Everyone's going to resist. Clear the structure of hostiles. We are for sure there are no civilians or non-combatants or hostages present. So get in there and do some work. So if that's the case, there is no reason not to take a bunch of frag grenades. So we'll take some slap charges, but we're going to switch all these guys over to frags. We'll copy that loadout and get that onto everyone that we're taking in. Slap charges and frags. Alright, and we will go ahead and get started. We definitely don't need to worry about being quiet because we just rolled up in our little unmarked cars here. Got some enemies out front, so we're going to start putting some rounds on them. He's going to be able to immediately start shooting. He may need to come around before... Well, I guess he does have an angle right there. Over the front of the hood of the car. We'll bring him around to support. And then it looks like we've got a door right here. I'm going to have him come here and watch on this door. I will go ahead and give him a little bit of standoff from that door as they start rolling out. So we've got an open door here and we've got a closed door up here. What I'm going to do is have this guy continue to watch this door. He does have a good angle there. And we're going to get these guys stacked up onto this open door before we make entry. So we've got another open door there now, but he's just going to hold that long cover. While he's still holding this door, I'm going to go ahead and throw some frags over this wall because I don't know what's here. We can see a little bit of a propane tank here, so might as well throw that off. Can't believe that did blow up the propane tank. That's okay. We'll go ahead and get another frag up here. And there's obviously still some more dudes out here, so we'll get another frag out. Alright, that definitely hurt someone. So, honestly, we have our two open doors here. I'm confident that we've killed a lot of people with these frags. But one thing that sounds really terrible right now is trying to go through this door. Just with the knowledge of what we've had so far with how many enemies are out here. So there is an option to come through this door, but we can also try to pie across this. I think that's what I'm going to do first, just to see what all we can actually see down in here. So I'm going to slowly bring him across. We'll get him a little bit of space off of that, and we'll just start to pie this. So a guy came out right then. Again, we'll just continue to pie. See another guy along there. And now we can't really see into this structure anymore. So we do have a very hard corner that hasn't been cleared yet. We'll go ahead and drop one more frag on it and then get ready to make entry. 19 rounds, 26, and 24 rounds. So people got plenty of ammo here. So I'm going to say that this has been cleared. We will get someone's muzzle there eventually, but for the time being, I'm going to push number one across. Sort of like we're running the rabbit. We're going to push into the known, and he's going to immediately check that unknown. Number two is going to come directly here. That way we've got two muzzles in that fight. We might actually need him to pause for 1 second before he goes. And then we'll get number three to fill in that last corner and then push up. Alright, so that's cleared. We'll check that just to be extra safe. So we can see quite far into this bit of building. We've got some open windows there. Another open window here. Okay, this is the doorway. So I'm going to push him up to here and allow him to continue to watch. Use this as a bit of cover. And these guys are going to start to attack this door.
Holding.
Alright, so this room is pretty much cleared from the outside. He's got a nice angle into here. I'm going to get him to toss a frag into this little bathroom. We can tell it's a small room just because of the sink, and normally bathrooms aren't giant. So what we're going to do is have this guy push up to here and hold this door. He can come in, and I'm confident with him taking that room by himself. While he does that, though, I am going to get this next guy up and in here. Okay. He's cleared directly ahead. We'll just press in and check that last corner. Alright, that's cleared. Now, we'll just continue to have him hold our long cover here. We could suck him back in. Give us some more guns in the fight if we need them, but really, it's all the same thing. The only thing that we would be worried about is if there's some enemy reinforcements or something coming. I'm not sure if that's something that the game's actually going to worry about, but because that is a possible threat, we're going to go ahead and have him rejoin the rest of the team. Once he gets to here, we will switch to watching this door. So next, this room has been pretty much cleared. Looks like we do have a little bit of dead space left down in this corner. So we will run the rabbit here. We'll push across, making sure not to over penetrate because we don't want to be standing in the funnel of this doorway. So he will check this corner on his way in and then pick up on the door. Number 2 will come here, and number 3 will fill in. All right, that's cleared. So now we've got a bit of a long hallway here. I'm going to press these guys up and have him start to take little pieces of this off.
Holding.
Don't really see anything yet. We'll continue to press. Alright, so he's been able to clear pretty well straight ahead of us. We just have dead space over here. And then we've got a door that we're going to have to pick up here. We'll go ahead and get another frag into this room. Might as well. Bad guy comes running out. And now we can see another guy here. So we're going to push straight across. Again, sort of running the rabbit. And number 2 is going to take this corner. Number 3 will come up to here. Alright, very good. They've opened this door. We can see a little further into the structure. And I'm going to keep him held here. I like him being a little closer to the team, as well as not being standing out in the middle of the road by himself. So we'll go ahead and press up onto this next door now. We'll keep this coverage on that door since we've got it already. So we're going to have a center fed room here. So we're going to have him continue to watch on this door while these two kind of take as far angles this direction as they can without overexposing themselves. So here with this cross coverage, we just have two corners that we really need to worry about. And then we've got our doors. So same as we've talked about before, pushing straight across is going to be the fastest way. And since this is a center fed room and we're on both sides of the door, that's going to work perfectly. So we'll press across, pick up that door. Number 1 goes to the left, number 2 goes to the right. That means number 3 here is going to come to the left. Okay. So we can hold coverage on this door. I'd like to hold from this side. And we'll get ready to breach into this room. So we're going to open from the door handle. We'll go ahead and kick that open, and we've got another muzzle here ready to go. And his plates are covering him when that door swings open in case rounds start coming through. Okay. So looks like Cobra here got injured. We didn't have perfect coverage there, so he took a couple rounds, I guess, on his way in. So he's yellow injury right now. That's okay. We're going to collapse him back a little bit and continue to look into that room. We're going to get a frag prepped for in here. And we will go ahead and make entry. I'm going to take number 1 and button hook, and number 2 will push straight across. Okay. So now we've got an open door here. Definitely known threat coming from this door, as he is hitting us with rounds through the door. So we're going to move back a little bit here. And this is where we're going to have to give up that rear coverage, because we need some more bodies over here. We don't want these 2 guys to go into this room by themselves, leaving this exposed. So, and we'd like to keep a muzzle on this door in case he comes out. And I don't want to send these 2 into this room and try and like collapse him in and have him cover 2 doors. That's just, it's not going to work very well. So we're going to go ahead and have this guy come out. Be cautious of that door. and get ready to come into this room. Alright, Cobra's still injured there. It's still in the yellow. So we're going to have Biggles here press across and try and see as much of that room as he can on his way across. We're going to get one more frag into this room, and then we will press in. I'm going to have him do a button hook, because that's the more dangerous move, and he's going in first. And Cobra is injured here. And then I'm going to have him button hook as well. So now we'll come back out. So the reason we did a button hook and a button hook there is just because of how this door swings, I'm a little more concerned about someone being here, but I really didn't want to send Cobra in first just because he's injured. So we'll take the button hook with Biggles and then a button hook to cover his back. And now we'll get back outside. We do know that he's still shooting at that door, and that's fine. We're going to let him keep shooting at that door until he runs out of ammo or decides to come out. But we do have coverage on it in case he decides to do that. So we'll send Biggles across over here to hold coverage on that door. And we'll take Blue here, Jones, to swing that door open. Clear straight across. So we will press in, run the rabbit while looking into the unknown. And then we will have him come. So that room's cleared. So now we just have this last room to worry about. Unfortunately, I don't have a door charge or anything to break into that room. So what we're going to do, it says it's a flimsy door. He's been shooting a whole lot of rounds through here and nothing's ever happened. So apparently it's a bulletproof flimsy door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to see, can I plant an explosive charge here? I can. So we're going to give him some cover like this and bring him around.
Placing charge.
Slightly unrealistic, but it is what it is. It is a video game. I'm going to get them out of this cone. Blow that up, and we got the kill there. So I was a little bit more sketchy there. Looks like Cobra did get injured with a yellow injury. So that means he's going to be out for our next mission. Alright guys, welcome back to the next part of our Iron Man playthrough. We finished all those FNG missions, so now we're moving on to the Lead the Way missions. First one here is going to be called Gate Crashers, so we need to just eliminate all of the terrorists. It says we're hitting a staging house. We're crashing through the front door and jumping out guns blazing. Clear the structure of all hostiles. They might have noticed us breaking through, so we're going to want to use our speed, surprise, and violence action to take care of this mission. Catch them with their pants down. And it doesn't sound like there's any civilians or hostages or anyone here, so we're going to go ahead and just bring frags. No need for flashbangs or gas, anything like that. So we didn't lose Cobra. Cobra is injured right now, so we're not going to be allowed to use him in this mission. He sustained a yellow injury, so he's going to have to sit out on this mission. He'll be ready to join us on the next one, though. So we've got 6 spots available. So I'm going to bring not Cobra, but I'm going to bring some assaulters.
Got it.
And then I'm also going to bring two guys with wall charges, because who knows what we're going to run into there. So wall charges and frags on our support gunners, and then frags and slap charges for our assaulters, and 4 suppressed Glocks and level 4 plates all around for everyone. So we'll go ahead and get started. We don't need everyone to be on silent mode, seeing as how we just busted through the front gate here. So real quick from the outside, we've got some windows that have drapes on them. We've got a sheet metal gate here. I don't know that... Okay, we can open that without using a real breacher. We've obviously got an enemy right here and an enemy right here that we are looking at. So I'm just going to press start real quick and let them take out those guys. So we do have a door here that we're worried about. Some windows. That window is now open from our shooting. And I want to get him to open this up quickly. Got lots of bad guys there. Thankfully our saw gunner was watching. So we're going to get him turned out. And these guys turned in. I do want to have him run across while looking deep to see what all we can see down there. Okay, so the front part of this is pretty well cleared. We got some dead space here in the center. I'm going to go ahead and push these guys up to see what we can see here. And I'll bring him down to get a nice view deep here. So we do have an enemy down there. I'm not sure. Okay, he is going to take him out. Alright, so right now we've sort of got this team split 3 and 3. We do have this open garage. It looks it's cleared from the outside already. What I'd like to do is get a frag onto whatever these explosives are. Looks like some propane tanks of some sort. See if we can maybe blow up a wall or something. And we cannot. So next I'm going to get these guys to drop a frag right on the other side of this to clear out anyone who might be standing right here. So a couple more guys ran out to the back. Colt's going to be able to call them out, but it looks like he wasn't able to shoot them. So I'm going to get another frag back here onto this propane tank. Alright, so he still can't quite get a good shot on those guys. So we're going to send more frags. There's no reason for us to rush in here and get killed when we can't see the area. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys around. To clear out this last bit from behind us. Okay, they're all doing good. So now we've cleared out this side of the structure and a little bit down into this courtyard. So we've really just got 2 areas that we need to worry about people running from. We need to worry about guys coming from here, and we need to worry about guys coming out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Colt. I'm actually going to leave Colt. I'm going to bring him back around to this side. Let these guys suck up together there. And then we're going to be able to 4-man take into this front room here. So while we're waiting for everyone to get situated, I'm going to go ahead. We got some more enemies coming out. Good coverage on them. They still have plenty of ammo. Everyone's still doing good on ammo. So what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys form a sort of heavy head. He's going to push across that door and be watching this window and our long here. He's going to become our breacher. This guy will hold cover for him. And we'll get stacked up and ready to move in. So it looks like we need to
Placing charge.
place a charge.
Holding.
Get some better cover on him.
Holding.
And we will back up. So it looks like he's about to start shooting at us through that window. We're going to blow this door and see what we can see here. We've got a open hallway, closed door on the right. We'll go ahead and make entry. Number 1, come in. 2, flow across. 3, and 4. So we've got an open hallway here and 2 doors. So we're going to do a similar deal to what we did out here. We're going to have him push across. We're also push across. Dog's upset at something. Sorry if that's loud in y'all's ears. We're going to bring this guy across to be our breacher, and then he will get ready to flow in. Looks like another guy came out from down here or something. So we're going to get him set up nicely. Come in. He's going to kick that door. Oh, guy's going to come out while we're opening the door. We'll go ahead and flow in. That door is cleared. So we'll hold coverage this direction. Get these guys back out. So we're going to take this hallway. This is we're sort of going to treat this like a T intersection here. Blue's here looking as far down as he can. Our long coverage is still doing good, taking guys out from there. One thing we do need to... Okay, so he can see if anyone comes out of this area here. So he'll be able to radio that across. So we're going to treat this as sort of a T intersection. So he's been able to see as far down this way, and he knows that there's a door here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him button hook. He'll hold coverage on these doors while he sort of button hooks across to get ready to open that door, if that makes sense. So we will go ahead and kick this door and get ready for these guys to move in. Alright, looks like we did take some shots there. So Macaulay and Jones are injured. We'll go ahead and press in. So since we have people stacked on both sides of the door, we will just push both straight across. Alright, that door is cleared. Now we've got 2 doors here that we want to worry about. What I'm going to do, since we have a breacher here, is rather than take this door from this side, just because I don't really like that we're taking the door. Like, the whole reason this guy got shot is he got shot in the back when we opened that door. So it's a similar situation here. If we open up this door while we're holding coverage on this one, we might take rounds this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him plant a wall charge here so that we can clear it from the outside.
Charge.
I'll go ahead and get these guys sucked up to here. I'm going to bring him in to this so he can continue to watch that hall.
Charge in position.
Once we get that charge set up, we will get these guys holding some cross coverage below that wall, and this is now cleared. So we can bypass this door now. So we can bring this guy up. He's going to be our breacher and get these guys ready to come in. All right. So we're going to have him kick this door. We're opening up into a kitchen here. We've got a door here and a door here. We'll go ahead and get a... Why can I not throw a frag? I'm going to go ahead and get a frag into this corner, as well as into this corner. No reason to clear with flashbangs, we'll just clear with frags. So this door opened up from those explosions. He came out. He's still holding good coverage down low. So now I'm going to go ahead and get another frag into this open door, if I can. Nope, that's not going to work.
Holding.
So it looks like we're just going to have to flow into this room. That's okay. So number 1 here, I really wish that it wasn't him. So we're going to push across. Oh, we're going to be paused while we do that. We're going to push him across while he comes to this door. Number 2 would flow into this room to help him, but I don't think he's going to have time now because I started that too quickly. So now we're holding on that door and holding this area here. Bring them back around. And we're going to go ahead and pin on this door while these guys flow around and take this T intersection. Alright, so that is, this whole structure is cleared. So now we're just worried about people squirting out from this angle and again from this back angle. I'm going to go ahead and have him, since he's the injured one, I'd rather send these guys into the rooms. I'm going to bring him out and around to see what he can see here. He did see a bad guy. I'm going to also press him up, get some cross coverage onto this. So this area looks like it's mainly cleared. So now we'll get ready to breach on this door. That door, small room, and it's cleared. So now we will bring these guys around from the top to clear down. I'm going to keep him holding this angle since we did see some guys coming out that direction before. Get these guys ready to move in. Alright, so to take this hallway, how I like to take the hall is to have this first gun go all the way across while the second gun comes short. That way we can get these two muzzles in here faster. If he just stopped, if green just stopped right here, blue would have to go all the way around it before he could get his gun into the fight. So we take that long haul, and that's cleared out now, so we can start to push these guys up. We can push them up and look a little deeper into this corner. I'm going to keep him holding there, and these guys will start to... Oh, looks like this is a gate. Let's see what these guys see from out here. Looks like this is going to be fairly well cleared from the outside. No doors or anything. We'll go ahead and cross. Okay, so this is all... That's good. So we will get ready to come through this entrance up here. There is some sort of gate here, so I'm going to go ahead and get these guys. He's still watching into there. I'm going to get these guys onto this gate while he opens this. See what's around the corner here. Okay, so nothing to there. We will go ahead and clear around this to the outside. We'll bring two guys to do that. Okay, nothing there. And them sucked back up and ready to make entry over here. I'm going to keep him holding right there for that reason exactly. And we're going to go ahead and start lobbing some grenades into these dead spaces. Another guy came out. That's good. So we've got this little fence here that we're going to press across now. So since we do have guys on both sides of the threshold, I'm going to have number 1 man come here. Number 2 go straight across. Number 3 will go with him. 4 across. And 5 can pick up there. Alright, so we can see a little bit into the structure here. We'll go ahead and try and get a nice angle in there. And we'll see if we can get a frag deep, which we can. I like that. We'll go ahead and get him to join the rest of the team as well. We'll continue to clear as much as we can from the outside of the structure. And we'll go ahead and get these guys ready to make entry. We'll get one more frag deep. And then we'll press these guys into this room. Center check and make entry. Fairly well cleared from the outside so far. We'll go ahead and get another frag. in here before we press in. And that's going to be the end of the mission. So Jones and Macaulay are hurt. I'll make a note of that real quick. Jones and Macaulay are yellow injuries, so they're going to be out for one more round. That's okay. We did have Cobra sitting out this round, so he's going to be back and ready to fight with us in the next one. Note to self. If you see a guy, go ahead and shoot him. Don't just look in a different direction and let him shoot you and your teammates in the side. Pro tip. Alright, welcome to the next part of our Iron Man playthrough. Today we're doing VB IEDs are us. We need to eliminate all the terrorists. We've come across a IED manufacturing facility. No civilians or hostages here, so we're just coming in to do some damage. In the last episode, Jones and Macaulay here got injured, so they're not going to be with us for this mission. They'll rejoin us on the next one. So we've got 8 operators here. We're taking 6 assaulters and 2 support gunners. We're bringing them for their wall breaching capabilities. And then we're just bringing frags on everybody. Since they're trying to blow us up, we're just going to blow them up instead. Everyone's got level 4 plates, and same up here, level 4 plates, frags, and slap charges for these guys in case we come across any locked doors. So we will go ahead and get started. Got a solid wall here. We could do some breaching, wall breaching, but we are worried about where the IEDs are. Since we have to go in and blind mod on, we obviously don't know. There could be an IED right here, and if we place an IED, wall charge on top of an IED, that might become a very big explosion and kill everybody. We don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and make entry through what looks like a little road right here. We will stay silent until we have to go loud. Stealth to contact is always fine. So first up, we're going to start to bring these guys around so that they can see a little bit. And we'll start to move everybody else up as well. So we'll continue to just press along a little bit. Okay, we've got 2 guys, so we'll get 2 guns in the fight. Go ahead and continue to sneak around. Clear out the rest of that. Looks like they turned and saw us, so we're going loud now. Get everyone on fire mode. So we broke through that window, and that gave us pretty good depth into the back of this structure. So we've only got windows on this side. Still no doorway. So we'll go ahead and get our team moved in here. We're just going to hug this wall with him as he continues to look down. He'll be first in over here. And we'll start to move up in here. Having a hard time grabbing these guys. All right, so we do want to continue to watch deep here, and then we also want to watch these windows as we push past them. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a heavy head. So we're just going to have 2 people up front. These guys continuing to follow along.
Holding.
So with this heavy head, as we take out that guy, he's going to be able to continue to watch long while this inside guy turns and watches the window. So we'll go ahead and press up with him, and we'll press up with this guy. He will watch the window, and we will continue along. Same deal with him. Watch that window as he comes across.
Holding.
And continue with the next guys. All right, so now same deal here. We're going to want to be cautious as we come across this window. What I'm going to go ahead and do, though, is get a frag around this corner if I can. Or actually, looks like we can throw one super deep into this. So we'll start with that. Start getting some frags out. Okay, so looks like that set off a little chain reaction there, so that was a good call. So this area should be cleared out now. We'll go ahead and get another. So it looks like he does have the best angle. So I'm going to bring a guy up here with him. So if someone's holding the best angle on something, we don't really want to give that up to have them throw a grenade. So I'll just, since we've got plenty of guys sitting right here, I'm going to bring him some support so that he can throw a grenade. And we'll try and get that as far over here as possible. Looks like that's going to be it. Okay. I'm just curious right now. Okay, yeah, we can't throw a grenade through something with drapes, which makes sense. All right, so this room here, I'm pretty confident is cleared out from those giant explosions that went off after our grenade. So we are going to do the same thing on this set of windows. We're going to pull him all the way across. He's going to watch this window and then turn out as well. I have him watching these windows. Okay. Need him to go ahead and turn out. So we've got good coverage into this side of the building. Now we need to go ahead and get across this window with these guys. We'll do the same deal. We'll just have them quickly roll. And then he will be the last one watching that window. Alright, so now we can start to move across. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to have these guys pushed up all the way against that window. And we'll have these guys come across behind them. And then we're going to get ready to take this area here. So I'm going to start with a grenade. As far down here as I can get one. That looks nice. Okay. So we're going to sort of flow up into this structure as well as take this courtyard area since they're still watching windows. So what we're going to do is push him across and in. He's going to continue here and come down. So the idea is that they're going to get there at the same time. Push him all the way across here. And blue will be able to come here with him. And green will come to here. So we're still doing the old left right type of motion here. So orange here is coming to the left. Pink is coming to the right. Yellow is going to the left. Blue is going to the right. And green is going to fill in the middle. So we'll see how this works out for us. Very well. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and push him in here. These guys will roll these windows on their way across. And then he's going to be the last guy. Light blue here will be the last guy watching our rear. So we can just hold this for a second.
Holding.
No reason to get in a rush. Alright, so we do have an open door down here. We've also got, looks like some uncleared space here with an open door. And these guys have a good set up in this stronghold into this room. So we'll push them across just to make that pretty. Sort of get them online. What I'd like to do is get a grenade as far down here as I can. Clear out any space down here. Everyone's still okay. Alright, that was another, seemed like a rather large explosion. So I'm gonna have these guys clear this structure. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then I'll get them a fourth. They've already got one. They could probably clear with 3, and we'll take 4 down here. So I'm gonna leave him watching this door in case someone comes out. And I'm gonna get these guys set up to take this door.
Holding.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get a frag in this corner. And a frag down into here. Everyone's covered there. I'm gonna have him come step off so that he can throw a frag into here. Possibly. Not yet.
Holding.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and have these guys push across here. So this is sort of like I'm gonna treat this as a center fed room. I don't know if y'all can sort of see the geometry there of this being in the center of something like this. So what we'll do is we'll get these guys pressed up as far as they can. And then how we typically take a center fed room is we're either going to have each guy push across or double button hook. I think in this situation, we've already cleared out most of this space. I think we're okay doing a double button hook, especially because of the angles here. If there is someone hiding right here, we're not really worried about him shooting this guy in the back as he enters. So we're going to do a double button hook and then press into the center. All right, so this top bit is cleared. And now we just need to hold, we'll have him continue to hold coverage here while these guys maneuver down this way. Okay, so that's something that we missed there, where we got injured. Yep, Nolan took a round there. So that's a little bit of our over-penetration here. So we didn't really take this into account. We had this guy watching this door. We don't want him to move. I want to talk about my mistake game. So we had this guy watching this door, which is good. And we were watching this door, which is good. Really, he doesn't have a job now. I guess he's sort of looking through this window. But the problem is we haven't made entry down here. So we've got an open door here, and you can still see this bullet trace. He can see straight across here. So as we started to push down, we don't have any muzzles down here. We were talking about tossing a frag in here, but we didn't because we can't seem to get a good angle on that frag where the extra frag isn't going to come back out and hit us. So made a mistake here. We'll learn from it. We press on because there's no pauses in this. So we'll continue. I am going to go ahead and have him do a center check and get ready to enter though. And we'll go ahead and keep him there for one more second. Okay, so he's done a center check. So now we're going to enter. We'll come in. Okay, so now they're in the structure. We'll pause that for 1 second while we continue here. Same deal. I think a center check is going to be most appropriate with the sort of roll on that door. And then we will press these guys in. All right, so now the bottom whole structure is cleared. We'll go ahead and keep him on those windows to make sure no one jumps out. But now these guys can all get in here and have some fun in this fight. So we'll get them all in here quickly. We'll go ahead and get you looking in the right direction. So he's going to continue to hold our rear coverage. And now we're going to have pretty much the full team to take the rest of this building. So we will start with a frag in here if we can. Excellent. So we can see this line here. None of the frags going to come back and hit us. So we'll get a frag deep in there. This is obviously cleared. And we'll start to press up. We do want to worry about these windows. They are open windows. So we sort of got to treat that like a second door up here further down the hallway. So like one door here and then a second door over here. So I'm going to have him hold long cover while he gets ready to come into this door. And we'll get everybody stacked up. We'll go ahead and let our Nolan come in last. But we're going to roll this door. So we're going to center check and be looking in. Meanwhile, he's going to push all the way across. Watch here. And these guys are going to come in with him. So after this center check, all right, so after this center check, we're going to make entry. So we've got a center fed room here. We've obviously got another open door here on the left. So off of this center check, I'm going to have him, we can obviously already see this room. He's going to have to come here and put his plates in this door. So he's going to be blocking this now. Number 2, he's going to come in and go the opposite direction over to here. Obviously looking forward and then rolling around. Number 3, he will come up to here. And number 4 is going to continue to the right. So we went left, right, left, and then we'll have him pick up down here. All right. That took him a long time to shoot here. Looks like Banana Guy and Nestor also got hurt there coming through that last door. So we'll have to watch that back. I'm really not sure why they took so long to shoot. Alright guys, welcome to the next part of our Iron Man playthrough. This is part 9. In the last mission, Nolan, Banana Guy, and Nestor all got injured. So go back and watch that last one. It was a little doozy where these guys got hurt. So we're on to the next mission. This one is called A Quaint Little Man. We are to secure and extract the enemy HVT alive. So I guess after we hit that IED factory in the last mission, we learned about this quaint little man, the professor, and we need to capture him. So surveillance shows target's resident being guarded by 2 armed insurgents. Go slowly and carefully, make sure not to smoke our target in the process. Yeah, so we don't want to kill our bad guy here. So because of that, this is like a warrant service. We're going to be using gas and flashbangs. We will bring some slap charges in case we got to get through some locked doors. But other than that, no lethal stuff. M4s and Glocks, level 4 plates all around. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to stealth to contact here. We're going to be at as quiet as we can for as long as we can. So we'll go ahead and get started. Get these guys pushed up here, and we're going to have Jonesy here start to see what all he can see. We'd like him to continue all the way around if we can. Alright, so that area is pretty much cleared. We'll go ahead and have him open this door. And we'll take him out. Alright, so we've got a center fed room here. Jonesy here has seen the most, so we're going to have him come through. So we can either do a button hook or a cross. So we're going to do a cross. That's going to get him into the fight the fastest. We'll have him come across the other direction. Cobra will come across next. And we'll get him through here.
They're here!
Alright, so they know we're here. We'll take everyone off of silent mode. We'll get them picked up onto this gate and this window. And we've got these guys that need to watch down here. So we will bring him all across a little bit. Alright, so we've got some open windows and a reinforced door. Got another window and just another little, looks like a gate. So we're going to go ahead and have, I think I want to bring our guys down this way. This just seems like a problem that I don't want to deal with at the moment. So we're going to keep him here holding coverage on that. And we're going to get these guys ready to come in this way. Which now we've got an open door, which is perfect. That is what we want to mess with, is an open door. So I'm going to get a flashbang far down this hall.
Flash out. Holding.
And then we're going to push up with him. And he's going to have to come around that corner and start watching into this room. He's going to come with him. And they're going to clear that from the outside while he presses up onto this door. Alright, so he's got an open door at the end of the hallway. We got these two guys watching into this room. He should be taking a shot there. But since they're not coming out, we'll go ahead and get some gas in. See if we can force them to come out. Got good coverage everywhere right now. Slow and steady here. They obviously know that we come. Alright. So we are going to have this little bit of space in the courtyard that we are going to have to deal with eventually. So I think what I'm going to do is leave him on this angle. I'm going to bring him around, and these two are going to work from this side. As long as we stay in sort of an L this way, we don't have to worry about anyone getting shot. So I'm going to press him up to look deep. That clears out the majority of this front room. I'm going to have him push across like so. So this is very well cleared. We just have a little bit of empty space there. And we should be able to make entry now. I'd really like for him to like pick this lock or something. Not. Yeah, there we go. We want him to manually breach this. Why are you not manually breaching? Manual breach. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push him up, clear out the rest of that courtyard, and there is one guy waiting there, so that worked out well. Alright, so now we can go ahead and make entry. A couple ways we can do this. We can either come through this door, or this window, or this window. I think I'm going to go ahead and give him some coverage down the long hall and have him enter. Once he gets in, we'll clear out this last little corner. Get these guys in. Alright, so we do have an open door here, and then we've also got an open door down here. So we'll go ahead and start to move these guys down as they can hold this hallway on their own. Go ahead and get a flash into this room.
Holding. Flash out.
Alright, now that that's gone off, we'll do a center check and come in. Alright, good coverage up there, keeping that covered. And we'll go ahead and swing this door open. So this is an interesting little situation that we've got ourselves into, where we're about to be staring at each other, which is not good. So I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys up first. So we're watching into the open room. We've got a door here and a door here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have him press across and watch this door and have him come out this way. I'm going to go ahead. So this guy can see that he's got a wall to this side. He hasn't really been able to clear anything yet. And we need to get another body onto this door. So we're going to get a flash into this room.
Flash out.
As that goes off, we're going to take this center fed room like so, and we're going to put our plates on this door. All right, that worked out well. We'll get these guys back out. We'll take this, swing that open, small room. And that's cleared. Continue to move up. And we'll have him swing. Okay, I didn't want him to close that door. That's fine. I wanted you to swing this door open.
Don't move.
All right, and here is our HVT. We do want to, this is a very small room. So typically what we would do in a law enforcement capacity right now is we would pull him out of the room. We'd give him commands to come out. I'm not going into that room while this dead space is still over here that needs to be cleared. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him button hook to clear that last bit. Now we can have cover while he does hands.
Hands behind your back.
And that's going to end the mission. No injuries. A little bit quicker of a mission there, but also a little bit more realistic from the type of stuff that we do. Everybody is all healed up now. We can use everybody. No more injuries. Still no killed in action. This mission is called Fire and Maneuver. It's a hostage rescue. We have insurgents in a safe house, and they're holding it says a hostage, one hostage that we're aware of on site. They're being kept in the shed, the rear of the safe house. Extract the hostage. Says there's lots of guys, but they're concentrated in the main building, so we can go in stealthy and sneak the hostage out, or we can launch a full-on assault and remind them why hostage taking isn't profitable. So we're bringing 6 assaulters with us here. Everyone's got M4s, Glocks, level 4 plates. We're going to go ahead and just rock with gas and flashbangs for this one, even though we know there are a lot of enemies there. Last thing we want to do is kill a hostage using a frag grenade. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start in silent mode like this so that we can do a stealth to contact. See if we can get in here stealthily. If not, then we'll obviously go loud. But looks like this is just like a corrugated metal fence out here, all the way around. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll push this guy up so that he can see a little bit further this direction. Same with him. And we will see what we can see. Alright, so got a veteran insurgent over here walking away. We're going to let him pass for now. We'll go ahead and keep getting these guys around the corner a little bit. Okay, that's pretty well cleared off. We'll go ahead and do a bit of a center check here. He's got a good view now on him. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Try and get a better view out this way. Alright, so this side of the structure is cleared. And front area is also cleared. No windows or anything here. We do have a set of windows here with a window blocker. So that sounds like, that's like wood or something on the other side of that door. On the window rather. So we will go ahead and start to press up. I'm going to bring these guys around this way and watch from this direction. We do know that we're going this direction, so last thing that I really want is for these guys to be on this line somewhere, or if they're taking a shot, it could possibly be going towards where the hostage is at. But we'll go ahead and bring these guys around. Alright, that's cleared. got a door on that side. We'll go ahead and start to push these guys up.
Holding.
Nearly got seen right there. So we're going to have him hold on this. He'll be able to see if someone comes out that door and around from the side. He can also see on this window. And we'll go ahead and get these guys to start moving up to this next window. Alright, I'm going to keep him on sort of a deep side here because he's going to have better angles coming from this direction. Alright, so we've got a reinforced door down here that we can see. This is all still clear. He's got a good shot on the back there, so we're going to go ahead and roll this window and get to the other side. Have him hold on that window while these guys stack up over here. Go ahead and move him up as well. He can start to peek around that side. We're using these far angles, right? So just keep in mind, when you're hugged up against cover like this, it's hard to get a better angle around. So the farther off of this cover we are, the easier it's going to be for us to see down there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys sort of like a heavy head over here. We're going to keep him watching this window for now. What we actually could do, I'll just leave them like they are for the moment. Okay, so we're going to want to roll past this door. But in doing so, we want to make sure that if it opens up, we've got a muzzle pointed at it. So we're going to go ahead and, again, take a little bit of a longer angle here. I'm going to have him stop in front of this door and let these guys flow past. Okay. You can see around the outside now, so that looks to be like some sort of roving guard. Like he's just doing a circle around this way. So we can't see around here yet. There could be another set of bad guys right here. So we don't want to take him out right now, because if we take him out and he falls and there's guys here, they're going to see him. We also don't want to take him out in a spot where they can see him from that window. So we will continue to press along here. Have him pick up on that door. He's going to continue to hold this door. And I'm going to have this guy come around. Okay, so he turned and he was about to see, so he went ahead and took those shots. Okay, yep. Now they opened up that door and they can all see us.
They're here!
Okay, so now they know we're here. We'll go ahead and go loud. I want to get these guys around this corner quickly. And we're going to have him watching this door the whole time. Okay. Backside of the structure is cleared. I'm going to have him hold on that window. I'm going to have these guys continue to hold on this door. But we're going to back up a little bit. Get a little bit of space. And these two are going to come up here. Okay, so we still have a good L here, where no one is having to point their guns at each other. We're watching this back window if anyone comes out. He's watching this door. These two guys are watching that door. We'll go ahead and let him spin around and come and join this party. We do, of course, we always breach from this door handle side. I'm going to go ahead and do a manual breach. So we're going to make sure that he's got cover while that's happening. Okay. No injuries. Everyone's still doing good there. So now we've got this room here. We'll go ahead and get a flashbang into this back corner. And we will press straight ahead into it. And that is cleared. Let's swing this open.
Holding.
We'll have hands in cover for this guy.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
You're safe now.
Alright, we've got the hostage secured now, but they are still... Sounds like there are still bad guys here, and we have not cleared this structure. So now what we need to do is we need to set up a protected corridor. So in order to do that, we are going to continue to have him hold this side. He's holding this side just fine. I'm going to plus him up. And get these guys ready to come out. Oh, and that's the last bad guy. So typically we wouldn't just know that the game ends there if this was an actual scenario. So we'll get back to the end here and we'll talk about what we would do after the end of the replay. So we can see here we've cleared this left side of the structure.
Holding.
And we've got that roving guard who's going around. So we want to pick up on these doors and windows as soon as we can. He's got good coverage here. We'll leave one body here on this window while the rest of the team starts to press around. Again, we'll block that door with our plates in case someone comes out. And we will continue to hold on the other side of the structure. So they hear us as we're coming around. We've got these guys watching that door as we start to make entry over here with the hostage. And then we're doing a manual breach as opposed to an explosive breach, just because we don't want to take any unnecessary risk hurting this guy if we don't have to. So we've got a hands team and a cover team.
Thank you.
Now we're going to start on setting up a protected corridor. And we end up killing the last guy. But what we would like to do is we want to have Biggles here meet up with him. And they'll press onto this door. Honestly, they'd probably go ahead and make entry and be holding here and here into the rest of the structure. That way we can escort him back out to the exit. We'd let them reach into here, hold what they've got. He's holding this back window. He's got this door and window. Two guys in here would hold whatever is here. And then these two guys would be able to escort him out to the finish